Hello everyone, happy time zone. I hope that music was not overlapping as it had been the past couple of days. I actually try to work around, so I'm just playing music, not in the Twitch uh, dashboard, but instead I'm just playing it on my computer. Hopefully that works. If it doesn't work, let me know in the comments if you did hear it, if anyone is here. If you are here, welcome and happy time zone to you wherever you may be. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Today, I am on day 5. Time is going fast. I believe I'm on day 5 of my daily summer camp streams. So, well, they're week daily. I am streaming every single weekday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time for summer camp. This includes World Anvil Summer Camp and NaNoWriMo Summer Camp. And as a quick overview once again of what those are, World Anvil is a wonderful world building site where you can go and make like a wiki page of your world. This can be for a novel, a book, a video game, any kind of thing that you can imagine, even if it's just in your head. Any ideas you have, you can make it for it. And it's better than Wiki as well. I believe that it's way more detailed. There's way more flexibility. There's so many different themes you can use. You can have articles for every one of your characters, locations, places, and there are lots of prompts that allow you to think, what do I want to tell the world about this character or this location or this vehicle or this weapon? And it's just such a great tool to get things out of your head and onto the page. And then NaNoWriMo is short for National Novel Writing Month. And usually NaNoWriMo, the actual big event, is in November, but they do have 2 camps throughout the year, spring camp in April and summer camp in July. Hey! Happy time zone to Dream Cartographer. Thank you for dropping by today. So yeah, NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo is all about, the actual National Novel Writing Month, of course, is for writing novels. But there are rebel goals. If you aren't writing a novel, you could be writing a comic, you could be writing any kind of thing. You can tie it into your world building. And for camp, there's no rebel goals because you're not forced to write a novel at all. You can adjust your word count goal that you're aspiring to reach, and you can do whatever you want, really. So that's just, these summer camps are great for community, motivating each other, and getting projects done. So without further ado, I will introduce my world that I am currently working on for this summer camp, which is the world of Secret Agent Someone. And it's kind of set on Earth, as you guys probably do know, but by it being spies, it's kind of spy-fi, and I thank Dream Cartographer for suggesting that genre name. It sounds pretty cool. So while there are some sci-fi elements, it's not too out there, but it's of course in any kind of movie, the villains, or any kind of books with spies, villains have some advanced things. The spy agencies have some advanced weapons and technology as well, and that is what we are world building today. I know that we were working on the expanse prompts, so I have them already pulled up here. Let's see. Let's go to the prompts dashboard though, so you can get a look at World Anvil's prompts. What was that? Okay. Oh, I know what that was. Alright. Anyway, so these are the prompts. There are 8 prompts that have been dropped. And this Saturday, another 8 prompts are going to be dropped in the category of leadership. So this is the expanse category. It can just feature any kind of large territory. Yes, the machines are pretty out there. So yeah. yeah, in a way. It can be some real out there stuff that can't happen in our world. But then there's also a lot of mild stuff. So, um, an expanse. So any kind of large territory that spans over a large area of space. This can be an island. This can be something in space. You know, anything. So we've been working on it every day so far, and we have 6 of them kind of drafted. These last 2, the ethnicity and the ritual, we kind of were brainstorming a bit about it, but I'm still debating. I might go to my fantasy world of Winsome Horde for some of these. Okay, 1 moment. Alright, so I had something that was quite unrelated to summer camp that I was going to see if I could test out with you guys. And I got a notification that it is ready, but we don't have to do that just yet. I've what's going to happen if I do this? Okay. I am going to try to multitask and upload something in one tab. Oh no. Here we go. Thank you for your patience, guys. There's all these tabs and screens. Okay. And this is in okay, and that is rolling. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I maybe should have put up the waiting screen, but I did not. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me for that little weird inactivity moment. So, if you guys were curious what I was trying to do, I made this team building one-shot interactive fiction piece, which is kind of like a choose your own adventure type thing. And I was working all this all the way back in April for Adventure April, and it ended up not coming to fruition in time for Adventure April, and it ended up not being ready in time for Play May, and it ended up not being ready in June. And it's like July now, and it's almost half past July, and it's still not ready. But I am quite proud of it, and I want to get back into it. But making a choose your own adventure is a lot of work because there's so many different choices, and especially the way that I was creating this choose your own adventure type game, it has audio elements as well. So If you guys would like to try to play this, feel free to post in the chat if you would like to play it right now on air. If not, go ahead and say you veto that, skip it. Please get into your world building and your novel writing instead. But if you think this sounds interesting to do and just to test out, you can. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Okay. So I'm going to let you guys. Yes. So we're going to just quickly do like a run through. It doesn't even have to be the full thing, but I can give you an overview of what this is. Team building. So this is the story. Someone in Constance have been tasked to recover 5 stolen data banks from Bunker 421, but actually, it's just a test. So General Regato has selected you, which is the player, to embark on a fun, exciting mission. And your mission is to monitor someone's behavior within a test environment. So, to sum it up, Will-O-Wisp sent someone on a fake mission. It's not a real mission. It's a fake mission in a place that's owned by Will-O-Wisp and controlled by Will-O-Wisp. And you have been selected to monitor him and make sure he's not doing anything crazy, or just, like, really you're trying to make sure you see him do something crazy. Because General Regato really doesn't like someone. If you guys know about it, General Regato is very annoyed by someone because someone can be quite a butthead sometimes, and he doesn't always communicate with his partner. He does crazy stuff. You know, General Regato would rather him just get kicked out of Will-O-Wisp like immediately, like yesterday. So he wants you to help him to catch someone doing something that he can bring to the higher board that's higher than him, to basically convince them that someone is not good for the agency and that he should be terminated. That is the goal. So you will work together. Well, it's designed for like 2 people to play at a time, but it can be 1 person, to either help their mission be successful or hurt them, or you can just stand back and just let what happens happen. And it's just a funny thing, and I think it's a cool concept personally. But yes, we can get started a bit. So the introduction basically says that you and I guess another person, if there's 2 people in the chat who would like to play, feel free to shout out different choices you would like me to make. But yeah, you as a 1 individual, 2 or 3 or 4, whoever's watching, are basically some board base ops. So base operatives at Will-O-Wisp are just the people that sit back at the base and just look at their computer, monitoring different things. They can be monitoring like different bank vaults if they think that you know, somebody might come and try to rob the bank. They could be trying to hack into certain, you know, databases. They're just, all they do is stay in the Will-O-Wisp base all the time. They go to the job like it's an office job. They sit at their cubicle. They type the computer, you know, they do anything that doesn't require them to actually get up and do stuff. So even if they're stopping a bank robber, it would be remotely, or they would just see the bank robber and alert an agent that can go out and actually physically stop them. So a lot of base ops are bored and they feel like they want to go out there and join in the action, but they can't. Some base ops prefer staying in the base safely, and they like to be the man in the chair and monitor all the cool screens and stuff like that. But some base ops are like annoyed by their job. So at this point, you are annoyed by your job and you see another pair of spies going down the hallway to their elevator, and they're all cool and they're about to go out and actually do a fun mission with bad guys and lasers and explosions, and you're like, I wish that I could go out there, but you can't. And you're looking at your old computer screen, sitting in your old uncomfortable chair, staring at a thing you're supposed to be monitoring and you're just bored. Yes, guy in the chair. Exactly. They are the guys in the chair. Um, so they're monitoring surveillance footage, listening to phone calls, analyzing security photos, pinpointing suspicious activity. But half of the time, nothing even happens. You don't feel very accomplished. On the rare occasion when you do come across something, of course, you can't even get recognition for it. Of course, you saw it, but really, who gets all the applause when the villain, gets taken down? It's not you, even though you're the one who alerted them. It's the spy who actually went out and got the villain. So you feel quite unappreciated and under recognized at this point. So, what would you like to do? This is meant for like two people. So you could either talk to each other or you could look around the office, but I don't know if there's like anybody else for you to talk to. If you guys are in the chat, if anybody else is in the chat, you guys can talk amongst yourselves in the chat. Or if you want to ask me a question, you can. You can also look around the office. And if you look around the office, you can, see different things. So which one would you like to do? If you like to look around the office, go ahead and say so. Let's see what happens when you talk to each other. Yeah. So this is just like a little plot point of world building for yourself. If you wanted to if it's like kind of like a D&D style game, you can flesh out who your characters are, your backstories and stuff like that. Yep, you're here for now. So we're just going to look around the office. Other agents are working at their cubicles. And oh yes, Bruce Machete has a rant for you guys. And yep. So I do have that was what actually got ready. The Bruce rant that was uploaded because I realized I did not upload it at all. If you'd like me to play that, I can. It's 4 minutes long though. But he will basically be telling you about how he's annoyed by someone and, you should stay away from him. That's basically what Bruce will tell you. And he, tells you about the Veritas operation and how he got knocked out in the car and all that kind of stuff. So I can, because that was what I was supposed to be doing, was inserting this video into the page. I'm going to do that now. Here's insert Bruce rant. We're going to go ahead and click this with the play button. There. And now it should be where we can see it. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to play the whole thing, but basically you will hear... Oh, you want me to play the whole thing? Yes. All right. Yes. So, I don't know if that voice is what you're imagining, but yes. If you want to... Hello. Welcome, Wild Zoo Guy. And this is, you know who Wild Zoo Guy is? Wild Zoo Guy is one of my brothers. So I am waving at you in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Dream Cartographer, you wanted me to wait for you to come back, or were you saying that you can listen while you're cooking rice? If you want me to wait, I can, and we can go ahead and just do something else in the meantime until you return. So let's see. We were looking at these summer camp prompts. And then let's rewind back to the beginning. All right. So these summer camp prompts that we were doing, we kind of already got a lot of them done. I really still think that I want to go to Winsome Horde for these two, the ethnicity and the ritual one. But I wonder where in Winsome Horde would I go for those? That would be a culture who lives by, near, or within an ocean, desert, or other expanse. Let me see. I'm going to go to my Winsome Horde world for a moment. Because I know I've already written about some of the ethnicities. But there's always more to be explored. Tribal territories, Underwick Forest, Oregon, Homewood, Druid, surrounding areas, kingdoms, characters, forest tribes. Where? Common folk, maybe. No. Okay. I don't think that I've written about. Let's go and see the map. Because there's quite a few places that I don't think I've written about. So these are the four kingdoms. We have the Nervenheath Kingdom of the North. We have the Washerhide Kingdom of the West. We have Cypherite Kingdom of the South. And we have the Eterland Kingdom of the East. I don't think I've written about the ethnicities there. And these are quite expanses. These kingdoms are expanses. Oh. Okay, yeah, so you can listen. Okay, so we can go back to Bruce then. I will mute my microphone and let you guys hear Bruce. Let me switch from here to back over here. All right. So that was that. I see that while Zoo Guy thinks that he is just pressed because he admires the dude and wishes he was still his partner. That may be it. Mm, good theory. Let's see. You can click around. Oh yes, now that oh, it does. Okay, great. I'm glad. I'm so glad when I choose a voice actor that actually sounds like the character. It's just so, it's great to me. I'm just like, whoa, that's cool. And I like how somebody's able to read my writing and then hear them and not be like, oh, that's how it sounds. Like, you know, that's kind of cringe. But I'm just so. You're on a sir. Okay. Yeah, more grounded. I would like to hear what you were imagining though, because what you thought he was like a little bit more hyped up a bit, because he can get kind of hyped up. I guess he's trying to seem cool around the office. He's chatting around the water cooler with you, like he's trying to, you know, make you think he's cool. He didn't want to make it seem like he's just some like ranting guy, even though he was a ranting guy. But anyway, you, now that Wild Zoo Guy is also in the chat with you, Dream Cartographer, you guys are two people and you can play the game together. So, an urgent alert pings both of your computers, and it's an email from General Regato himself. And he basically says he's observed your hard work and dedication to your tasks, and he's seen your eagerness to take on greater missions that require more effort and skill than idle standing by. And because of this, he wants to offer you a proposition. If you're interested, come by his office on the highest floor immediately. He gives you a passcode to enter the elevator, and he says that it expires in approximately 10 minutes, so you better act quickly. So, do you want to accept General Regato's mission, or do you want to ignore him? Would you ignore his email and delete it, or do you want to accept it? Yes, yeah, Bruce loves to tell the story. He tries to tell it in, you know, he's making himself feel like yeah, that's Bruce. You're gonna hear that a lot if you're talking to Bruce. So, did you want to go ahead and accept or reject? You think rejecting is a bad idea? Do you want to try it? I'll let you know if we have time. We have a bit of time, so if you know the story ends, we can go back to the last plot point if you like, and we can just go ahead and start again. So, do you want to see what happens if you reject, or do you want to just go ahead and accept? All right. Wild Zoo Guy says it's your choice, Dream Cartographer. What do you want to do? All right. Maybe you'll get the instant bad ending some other time. All right. So you want to accept it because you think that rejecting is an instant bad ending. All right. So let's go. Accept. Okay. Da-da. So the two of you look at each other and decide that you should respond to Regato's call. The day has been boring so far, so what's the worst that can happen? Head to the elevator and enter the secret code, and soon you're on your way to the topmost floor. Your nerves jitter inside. Are you ready for whatever's waiting for you up there? What kind of fun mission would Regato really trust a couple of base ops to embark upon? So you can talk about what you do in the elevator or whatever, but we can just skip on to choice point 2. The elevator dings and both of you head down the hall to the giant doors of General Regato's office. Then, a cold chill runs up your spine, stopping you both in your tracks. You gulp and begin to have second thoughts. Do you want to continue? Or would you want to chicken out? So it's giving you another chance to ignore this call. Which one would you like to go for? Continue or chicken out? Let's chicken in. Okay, we're going to continue then. All right, you knock on the door and hear the general welcome you inside. Before you can have a seat, he gets up from his desk and shifts an award on a nearby shelf, and after a click, it swings open slowly to reveal the sleekest, most high-tech area you've ever seen. There are already others inside at computers. So you can ask the general questions, you can glance around the office, or you can murmur to yourselves. I see the dream cartographer says, can we still leave? The game is trying to tell us something. Well, I don't know. You want to see what the general has to say? You can ask him, why are you here? If you ask him, what is this place? He'll tell you it's a top secret undercover project that's been going on for years. Another chance to die. If you ask him, why did he summon you? This is what he will say to you. Okay, so yes, I see that you may have been imagining him with an Italian accent. I feel like that would have been pretty cool, but um, that's who I got for General Regato. To be honest, I was not fully sold, but I'm just going with it for now. I may change that one, but yeah. Do you want to accept his mission or decline? So you have a third chance to chicken out. Do you want to check it or no? So it's up to you guys. Accept, decline, accept, decline. Well, I know that ignoring his email altogether in the beginning, you know, you go ahead and just don't even go there. But at least when you go up the elevator, you went up there, but then you go back. Well, now he's right here. You want to accept or tell him to his face that you don't want to do it? Whichever one you choose. Okay, does that mean okay, you're accepting? Or okay, you're going to take the third declining option? Wonder what would happen either way. And remember, if you are nervous about ending the game, we can go back and do one more redo if you'd like. We still have a couple of minutes left in the stream. So, whichever one you think is fun to do, go ahead and suggest it in the chat. Accept. Okay. You accept your future someone remorse. Alright, despite how appetizing it would be to mess up this general guy, I agree. Okay, so we're accepting. Obviously, you're not really a fan, it doesn't seem, of General Regato. So let's see. You accept the offer. He gratefully handshakes both of you before showing you to your new desk, a total upgrade from where you had been sitting. It's a wide, rounded panel embellished with glowing buttons and levers and controls. And there's a super large curved 8K monitor, and everything looks just so much cooler than what you used to sit at, your little boring cubicle. So you can look around at the other agents, you can spot out General Regato to see what he's doing now, or you can explore your new workstation. What do you guys want to do? We can look around at the other agents, and you will see that there's a lot of them that you haven't seen before, but there are a couple that you have seen before. You were told they'd been transferred to different departments, and you never heard from them again. So this is where they've been hiding out. If you spot out General Regato, you will see that he stands by chatting with an assistant and sipping his coffee. And ensuring you've settled comfortably into your new positions, he turns back and vanishes through the secret shelf door that he came through. If you look at your new workstation, you'll see there's plenty of room for both of you to take a couple of spins in your new chairs. Oh, you want Wild Zoo Guy to annoy him. Well, you can say what you did, but there wasn't a direct action to annoy him yet. If you look at your controls, you will see there's plenty of room for you guys to be sliding back and forth in your rolly chairs and stuff like that. But you see the switches, and there's a window titled Will-O-Wisp Agent 337165. And it appears that it seems to follow someone else would through all of Jack Pine Tower's surveillance cams. So, side note, Jack Pine Tower is the main headquartered location that someone works at. Ooh, you can play both sides of the fence. That's an interesting strategy, so we can see. So every time someone exits one room, another camera picks him up in the next room. So it's literally following him everywhere he goes through all the surveillance cameras. And he walks down the hall and is soon joined by Constance, and the two of them enter Commander McCox's office. So you can observe their send-off. Okay, so I see some interesting comments. So I think that Wild Zoo Guy is saying that you can act like you're on Regato's side, but really just don't do anything to rat someone out. I see that Dream Cartographer is telling Commander not to say, work it out in the car. Dream Cartographer knows what that means. Commander, he should learn by now, but never mind. Now, choice point 6, when you begin to familiarize yourself a bit more with everything around you, you see that someone and Constance are in the garage, and they are headed for a sleek black car, and they get in, and you see another window pops up, and it shows you the view of them in the car. Kind of like, if you've seen like car karaoke on those little, late night shows or whatever, it's that kind of view. So you're seeing someone in Constance sitting in the car, and you discover that some of your controls can tamper with their car. There's something that you can control: the lights, the air, the heat, the windows, and even the radio. Do you want to play around with the car controls, or do you want to ignore that and stay professional and on task? So do you choose to play around? You see that you can control their air conditioning, you can control their radio, you can control all kinds of things, windshield wipers, and they're totally unsuspecting. They're just driving. What do you want to do? Yes, you're right. He worked Machete Bill out in the car, aka Bruce Machete. For some reason, Wild Zoo Guy likes to call him Machete Bill. For whatever reason. Or do you want to just leave their car alone and let them just drive straight to bunker 421? Mess up Constance with the air conditioner. Okay. So we're going to go to check out the car. So you click into a camera embedded on the dashboard, and up pops a clear view of someone in Constance in the car. They're totally unaware that anybody is watching them. Okay, and yes, I saw earlier Dream Cartographer did suspect that someone suspects that this may be a simulation. So, now seems the perfect time to mess around with the controls and see their reactions. What would you like to tamper with? The radio, the AC, the windshield wipers, or go crazy? Know that you can do multiple of these. And Wild Zoo Guy did say air conditioner, so since it's fun, we can go ahead and see what happens when you mess with the air conditioner. Okay, funny comments. Okay, so now what do you want to do? Do you want to mess with the radio, the windshield wipers, go crazy, or do you want to stop here? Just know that any of these choices are actually just play points. So you don't have to worry about getting, you know, instant death with any of these. You can literally do whatever you want and have fun. You can mess with the radio, the windshield wipers, or you can go crazy, or you can do all of them, or you can do none of them, whatever you choose. Let's see. Wild Zoo Guy thinks it's fun messing with the AC, but we did that already. Dream Cartographer says we shouldn't make it too easy for someone or he'll wreck us. He can't help that it's always raining and gloomy over there. Oh, stop being British. Someone stop being British. Okay, it looks like Dream Cartographer thinks that it's fun to mess with all of them then, since she now knows that this cannot result in instant death. So, we're going to go ahead and try the radio. Play Cotton Eye Joe. That would be funny. Let's see what happens when you do mess with the radio, if Cotton Eye Joe plays. Okay. The car ships them. Okay. Good theory. Ooh. Okay. So now what do you want to mess with? Do you want to try the windshield wipers? Final one. It's time to go crazy. Okay, so that is what happens when you mess with their car. I do see Dream Car Photographer said they have to be right back. I don't know if that means they can still hear, but they might not be in the chat. Okay, Well, we're at the plot point 8, and suddenly one of you spots a couple of General Regato's assistants staring suspiciously in your direction. Yes, he was he was babying his car. Yes, he was. Don't judge. Um, so, do you calm down, wipe the smile off your face, and cut it out? Or do you pay them no mind and keep playing around with the car? So, this is a choice too. This is where things can get risky. Do you want to risk them catching you playing with the car controls? Or do you want them to see that you wipe the smile off your face, you become totally professional, and you cut it out? Whichever one you want. Dream Cartographer says, "It wasn't me," laughs mischievously, of course. That was not very convincing. That made Constance think that he was really doing that stuff on purpose. Leave it alone for now, says Wild Zoo Guy. So we cut it out, and you settle into your seats and get down to business. While someone in Constance travel to the coordinates, you take a look at what Bunker 421 has to offer. So basically, this map shows you, let me see, look at the full size of the map, all the kinds of things that are on each floor. So this is the ground floor, and you see there's some pedestals and weird things around. This floor has lasers, turret guns, and false floor tiles to activate. There's the elevator and there's the entrance. Then we have, floor 5. Okay, so the base floor is the first floor. It's the only floor that is above ground. And then we have floor 1, which is right under it. There's a data bank here, but there's lots of robot guards in this floor. Floor 2 is the floor right under that one. There's a data bank here, but there's lots of lasers to be controlled on this floor. Floor 3 is right under that, and there's a data bank here, but there's also a wired bomb system on this floor. Floor 4 is right under that. There's a data bank here, but there's lots of turret guns available to be controlled on this floor. And floor 5 is another floor filled with robot guards, though there is a data bank here. So this is something that you guys can keep in mind when we are going to explore. Where were we? I lost my place. Was it 8? No. There it is. 9. So, before you know it, they have arrived. Hidden cameras capture the agents walking around the premises. Soon, they find a trapdoor and slip inside. As you watch, Constance pull out a tablet of some sort. Another window immediately pops up on your monitor labeled Wisp Navi 2.0. She punches in a command for the device to search the area for databanks. Everything she sees on her screen is also displayed in your window, but your side shows the option to tamper with the results. Do you want to let Will-O-Wisp, the Wisp Navi 2.0 device that she has, accurately pinpoint where all those databanks were, where I showed you? The map is accurate for you. The map is telling you the truth. But do you want to make her device show that the databanks are in the wrong place by causing a little mischief and scrambling the signal? Or do you want to make her device show her that the databanks are in the right place? Ooh, Dream Cartographer asks, so this can actually injure or kill them? We'll see. That'll be up to you to decide. Oh wow, I see that time flew by really fast. It's actually 9:02 now. And yeah, we can do this one last choice, and as I There is an audio part for this one too, but I did not get it together yet. I have the voices, I just did not put them together yet. Um, but hopefully, when we do this again, we can have more audios available. And I can let you guys do this last choice if you want before 9:05, and then we will have to end the stream. Unfortunately, we did not do much world building today, but I still do think that this was quite fun. If you guys enjoyed this, wouldn't that just be what General Rigatoni wants? Yeah, so yeah, like I said, Will-O-Wisp is sometimes a very their antics and methods are not the best that like when you're looking at what they're doing, you're like, wait, really? So, you know, it's all in the business, I guess. But thankfully, you can choose what you would do. If someone figures out the truth quickly, it'll make him look better. Oh, so you're saying that if someone figures out that it's a scheme, then it would really make him look better as an agent. That might be correct. It depends on how they look at it. So, yep, we would have to figure that out. Alright, so thank you guys for joining me. And if you did enjoy this game, we can hopefully play some more of it again soon on stream. So, thank you so much again. I appreciate you guys in the chat. Dream Cartographer, as always. Wild Zoo Guy, thanks for stepping in today. And I hope you guys had lots of fun. Although we didn't do much world building, I thank you because doing this is helping me to be more motivated to finish this game. Because it's really cool. I kind of got busy and just like dismissed it, but now revisiting it again is making me really want to finish the whole thing. So I thank you guys for that. So yes, as always, I appreciate you guys. Much love, God bless, much success, and happy camping. I should see you guys tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. All right, have a blessed one.